Hello everyone, welcome back to Italian Insight. In this lesson, we are going to talk about a very important verb, essere, to be. This verb is irregular in the present tense, which means there isn't exactly a rule to conjugate it, but you will have to learn it by heart. But don't you worry, the conjugation of most verbs will follow precise rules and will be extremely intuitive. It's just that some happen to be irregular. Before going into essere, let's say a couple of words about the concept of conjugation. In Italian, just like in English, verbs are made of two components. The root, which is the part that never changes, and the ending. In Italian, verbs will change the ending based on the tense and based on the subject, based on who is doing the action. The variation of the form of a verb is what we call conjugation. In my previous video, we saw the conjugation of the verb mangiare and you saw how the endings changed. In the case of essere, which is an irregular verb, the root will change too, which is why you have to learn it by heart. If you think about it, the verb to be is irregular in English too. See how it's not just the ending that changes, but it's the whole verb that changes based on the subject. Now let's get conjugating. Like I said, essere is to be. Io sono means I am. Tu sei means you are. Lui o lei è. He or she is. Noi siamo. We are. Voi siete. You all are. Loro sono. They are. Io sono. Tu sei. Lui o lei è. Noi siamo. Voi siete. Loro sono. What you can notice is that the first person singular, io, and the third person plural, loro, look exactly the same, sono. And like I said in my previous video, we can often omit subject pronouns in Italian. So if we omit the subject pronoun and you see the word sono by itself, how do you know if the subject is io or loro? Of course, you will understand who we are talking about from the context. If I say sono Marco e Luca, I'm not saying I am Marco and Luca. I can only be one person. Obviously, I'm saying they are Marco and Luca. Another thing to notice is that the voices of this conjugation all start with an S, except for the third person singular, e. It's important that you always remember to write the accent on e, or else it will look the same as e, which means and. So e means is, e means and. A lot of people struggle to tell the two apart, but I'm going to show you a trick. In my video about vowels, we made the distinction between the open E and the closed E. In Italian, the open E sound sounds like the E in best. Best. While the closed E sound sounds like the E in veil. Veil. So to pronounce as in he, she, is, you have to use the open E sound. As in best. Lui o lei è. To pronounce meaning and, you have to use the closed E sound. As in veil. Like I said before, this verb is irregular, so you have to learn it by heart. So repeat, 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 and repeat. Sono, sei, siamo, siete, sono. Sono, sei, siamo, siete, sono. And now we can say our first sentences in Italian. Ciao, sono Simona. Hello, I am Simona. E tu? Chi sei? Chi means who. E tu? Chi sei? And you? Who are you? Sono Marco. Piacere di conoscerti. You should know what this one means if you've watched my video about greetings. Sono Marco. Piacere di conoscerti. I am Marco. Nice to meet you. Later, we will learn how to use the verb essere with nouns and adjectives, but I don't want to leave you with too much information, so this is all for now. As always, you will find a recap of this lesson on my website, italianinside.com. Until next time, alla prossima!